to Pastor Michael Smith Show. Illuminati News Hour on the Gospel Radio Show. Yeah, you're tuning into the Pastor Michael Show on Gospel Talk Radio Show.
We want to thank you all for tuning in and logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour. Right here on Illuminati Radio, I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop this breaking news on you. Hit that like button also. And this is a special request video. I want to thank you, Sweet Beauty, for sending me the donation for this report. If anybody else need a celebrity to be exposed or want me to do a video on your favorite celebrity, a small donation of $5. The donation link in the description box below. All right. Sister Sweet Beauty said that she want to know what's going on and what was the reason for this guy, Mr. DeAndre Bonds' rise and fall. Well, he didn't fall really, you know what I'm saying, because after he came back out of prison, he still, you know what I'm saying, was able to get work. When you fall, means you're not able to get any work. You know what I'm saying? Just ask, what's his name? Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman cannot get no work after Lost Boys. So he's not really, you know what I'm saying, he's not really falling. He's just, you know what I'm saying, he just only can go into independent, washed up films. That's all that is. But I was looking at the guy, and he said he was 13, now get it, 13, when he was shot in the ass. That's what he said. He said he was 13 when he was shot in the ass. And then what happened? He said he played in a movie, 3 Strikes, where he was shot in the ass. He said 10 years later, now check this out. He said at the age of 13, he was shot in the ass. He said 10 years later, he ended up playing in a movie where he literally got shot in the ass. Well, that's not a coincidence, Mr. DeAndre. You, when you tell a story, you got to make it seem real, Mr. DeAndre, because that don't make no sense. It may make sense to the people that you're telling that don't know about the industry, but to the people that knows and you telling the story, you know, you just better hope it ain't somebody like me listening to the story, because 13 and 10 go together like pancakes and syrup. Yes, they do. You know what I'm saying? 10 means completion. 13 represents sacrifice. You was sacrificing your ass for you was sacrificing your ass for all of your success. That's why you didn't come up with a blood sacrifice. You were sacrificing your ass, and they was telling you why you were sacrificing your ass. You really think I'm going to believe that your ass was selling candy and you was making all that money selling candy? Really? Come on, people. The only thing sweet in this, Mr. DeAndre Bond, is your sweet ass. That is the only thing that's sweet in this, Mr. DeAndre. And listen, if I was listening to your story, and guess what? If I didn't know better, you know, you would have had me in tears. I was almost in tears listening to your sad ass story, because I thought that you were sincere. But then I just realized, I said, wait a minute. This sounds made up. This sounds put together. Whole story put together. 13 years old, you were shot in the ass. And then 10 years later, you appear in the movie Three Strikes, where you was literally shot in the ass. Ain't this something? Anyway, Nikki said at the age of 13, he was shot in the ass. But, you know what I'm saying, after that, you know what I'm saying, he went on to obtain much success. You know what I'm saying, giving up his booty. That's what it is. He can talk all that tough talk all he want. You know, and then we caught you on a lie also, DeAndre. He said, I'm not Muslim. I'd rather not tell my religion. But little do you know, Mr. DeAndre, one of the interviews that I heard, you slipped up and you said Allah. Now, we know there's only one faith, there's only one religion that worships Allah. It's not the 5%ers. They don't worship Allah. They worship self. They believe that they are gods. But the only one religion that worships Allah is Islam. And when you was doing the interview, I'm not going to say what interview it was. You guys probably know what interview it is. But I was listening to the interview, and the Negro said, Allah. And then out of the same mouth, when the interviewer was like, oh, so what's your religion? He said, I'd rather not say. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I believe in God or something he said. I forgot what he said. But then he said, he said Allah, but then he told the interviewer, oh, I'm not a Muslim. You're not a Muslim, then what you praying to Allah for? What you saying to Allah for? Because everybody on earth knows the only religion that worships Allah is Islam. You see, exactly. But I'm looking at this man from 2001 to 2011. 2001 to, I think he came out in 2011. Pay attention now. 2001 to 2011, this nigger served in prison for killing his so-called, you know what I'm saying, auntie's boyfriend. Let's repeat. From 2001, you know what I'm saying, take away the zero, it's 21, you know what I'm saying, to 11. What I say what 11 mean? 11 means ritual. I mean, not ritual, I'm sorry. It means foundation. It means foundation. Because he said that the judge sentenced him not to 10 years, but to 11 years and 1 year for the gun charge. You all know what the name was for. Yeah, it was a gun charge. 1 year for the gun charge. And why did he get a gun? He stabbed the boy. I don't know where that gun came in at, but then I'm listening to him when he was telling the interview, and he said 11 years and 1 year for the gun charge. Now the gun charge, if he had a gun, I don't know where the gun come from, but this is what I was listening to that was coming out of his mouth. And that's where the 12 years came from. Now, 1, that's 11, and 1, that's 12. You know what I'm saying? So altogether, he so-called served 12 years, you know what I'm saying, in prison. 11 represents foundation. From 2001 to 2011, that's how long he served. You know what I'm saying? That's the foundation. 11. The judge sentenced him to that. Now, when he got out, what happened? He continued on receiving gigs. Now, I'm going on a little bit too far, but I got to get this down pack. I got to close it out now. After he got out of prison, he continued on to get work. In order for you to continue to get work in Hollywood, that means you still got to give up the booty. If you ain't came up with a blood sacrifice, you still got to give up the booty. He still continued to do that. But then he got arrested for a knife, he says. And they gave him 20 months in prison again. 20 represents death. So he still needed to come with a blood sacrifice. His booty wasn't good enough. And to this day, damn DeAndre, whatever his name, still have not came up with a blood sacrifice. I guess he's going to sacrifice his now 7-year-old son. Because I think it was in 2019 is when he did the interview. And his son was 6, he said. So 2019, 2020, that's 7. 2021, that's 8. So I guess when his son turns 9, I guess he got to kill his son. But he still ain't come up with a blood sacrifice yet. So that's why he haven't been on the big screen. He just been doing, you know what I'm saying, theater and damn, you know what I'm saying, low budget damn independent films. Because that's what, you know what I'm saying, the payment, your booty only gets you so far. You know what I'm saying? But that's his rise and fall. You know what I'm saying? He gave up his booty for his success. But he needed to come with a blood sacrifice. And to this day, he still ain't coming with a blood sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? I was all over the place with this one because I went to a whole 100 different sources to get this information. But hopefully that'll be edified. Hopefully that was edified for you. If anybody else wants to know, I want to thank you all. Thank you, Sweet Beauty, for sending me a donation for this report. For all of you who have a celebrity that you want me to expose, decipher, small donation of $5. The donation link is in the description box below. I want to thank you all for tuning in, logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour, right here on Illuminati Radio. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop this breaking news on you. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this content. Until next time, stay tuned. God bless you.
You are tuning in to Pastor Michael Smith.